Hello and welcome back to the MetalCon Soundstage, sponsored by Sherwin-Williams and MetalView. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and I just told you we have a really cool interview coming up. I have a soft spot in my heart for entrepreneurs and definitely for inventors. And I met this gentleman last year. We found out he was making some really cool things, so we wanted to bring him on and share where a product starts. How do these all cool products that we're seeing throughout this whole thing, how do they get started? They get started with gentlemen like Jim Daniels. Jim, welcome to the Soundstage.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here.
I know. I'm so excited to have you here. This is so cool. So let's start with introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your history with
metal. So my name's Jim Daniels. I've been a residential building contractor for over 20 years now.
Wow.
So we see a lot, we go through a lot of things, and so as far as the metal roofing goes, we've experienced problems through the metal roofing, leaks through metal roofing, anything like that, So one day I was just there and we messed up a couple pieces, and I was just thinking, like, what in the world? And so I came up with this idea of putting a cap over the panels,
right?
So it just kind of went from there.
And really, when you're saying you messed up or some things were leaking and stuff, it's mostly because of the exposed fasteners, right?
Yeah, the exposed fasteners. And two, with an installer, this is kind of a prototype of what we got. So a roofing installer, they'll screw these metal panels down through the rib, not through the flats where all the water goes. You want it away from the water.
Yeah.
That'll help. So if you screw these down too hard, it'll damage the panel.
Yeah.
It'll bend it down, stick out like a sore thumb. So it just hit me. What if we did something that if we screwed it down, if it dented it, if it wasn't screwed down all the way away for water to leak through there, we could cover it.
Right.
So basically, I redesigned the rib so that it will accept this snap-on cap, which can come in any color variation that you want. Any color variation.
Yeah.
Still be half the cost of standard seam.
Right.
So screw it down. Any do-it-yourselfer can do this.
Yeah.
And then you come in and
wow.
Snaps over the top. You're done.
You're done.
No leaks.
So I want to put this up so everybody can see it, and that this is the bottom part where they're screwing in up here. And then this is the part that went over the top of it. So, okay, you have this idea, and everybody can see it. It makes total sense to me and easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but talk to me about how does this provide time saving?
Time saving. So this will come in your standard 3-foot wide panel that comes through the roll forming machine. Mm-hmm. So your standard seam, your standing seam will come in 12, 16, 24-inch panels, whatever. So it's labor intensive, all that, lining up your clips for a standing seam. So now your roofer can come in, put this panel down. You don't have to line up the screws so they're perfectly straight when you're looking down from the ground,
Right.
The screws wiggling like that. It don't matter.
It's going to be covered.
Yeah, it's going to be covered.
Yeah. How long in sections is this going to be in?
This can come any length that you order.
Okay.
So as long as the truck can carry and you can handle,
you can do it.
Yeah,
that
you can
is
do
so
it.
Great.
You can do it.
So you had this idea, and then you wanted to kind of protect the idea. So tell us a little bit about the patent.
Yeah, so it took about 2.5 years to get the patent. So a lot of engineering, a lot of communication back and forth with engineers and machine builders that have built panels over the last 50 years, and so they said, yeah, we can design a machine that'll create that profile. So that was a big plus. Like, all right, this is possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then the cap, and it just kind of all came together.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and I've had zero negative feedback. Like, I've been all over talking with contractors, suppliers, all over the Southeast, whoever I could talk to, looking for something, why would it not work?
Yeah.
I've had zero negative feedback.
That is awesome. So now you're in the process. You've got your patent.
Yep,
You've
got the patent.
And now you're in the process of going out to possibly go out to market.
Yeah. So I've got big suppliers, manufacturers wanting to license it. However, we're not at that point yet. So now I'm trying to, partner up with some of the bigger players in the industry, somebody that likes it, that might say, hey, I think this will work.
Right.
I think the end user customers will benefit from this.
Yeah.
The price point should still be under half the cost of standard seam.
Wow.
So, and you'll get the same benefits.
And the same look.
The same benefits, whatever look, and you can actually get a better look, because we have 3 designs patent. We've got a round top, that looks like a circle, and then we've got kind of like a hat top that comes up to a point in the middle, that looks really good.
Yeah.
I just couldn't bring all of them with me, so.
And then this can be a different color than your than your metal roof. So now you also have some dimension there with just some different colors.
That's
and
right.
Playing with that variation.
That's right. You can coordinate your roof and your siding of your metal building or home or whatever.
Yeah, because this works for siding too.
Absolutely. Yeah, any board and bat siding, you can do this.
I love
Not
it.
see a screw ever.
Yeah. Exactly
never
what
worry
you want.
about it.
Yeah.
So we've solved a problem with leaking screws.
Yep.
We've solved a problem for the installers having to worry about being so tedious with putting the screws in, damaging the material.
Right.
Having to get rid of that piece, put another one in, So basically that's saved the homeowners or whoever buys it, the end user, money in the long run.
And you've offered some great architectural design options.
I think so. I think so.
I think it's a win.
Yeah.
I
mean,
love it.
We hear a lot of good things. We're just ready to get it out to the market.
Right. So remember, you saw it first here on Metal Coffee Shop. This is what's so cool. I've been having so much fun visiting with Jim, introducing him to people. In fact, you've got some people here at MetalCon you're talking to.
Absolutely.
And that's what MetalCon's all about, bringing the metal industry and rising ships, new products, things that make higher performance, easier installations, better look.
Yeah, everything better for everybody.
All across
Installers, end user, architect,
you name it.
This solves it right here.
Yeah, win.
Just a simple process right here does it.
I love it. Sometimes
No
it's
extra
simple
tools, it's just
Snap
simple.
it on. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Jim, we'll be seeing a lot more of you.
I hope so.
I know that.
I hope so.
This is the kind of fun stuff we're bringing to you from MetalCon. So we actually have a whole group coming up here very soon from MetalView to talk about Sherwin-Williams MetalView, and it is going to be fabulous. So stay tuned.